Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, T-Bird Stacking. Little just before midnight chat. Let's see, get things going here. Upcoming, what's that upcoming? That's weird. Let me see, that should be going. Hey AG, how you doing? Hi Raka, how you doing? Had a little troubles here. Had to get the laptop going. Didn't have internet connection. I think it was because the other night when I went live. I think you were there, Raka. I was live. I was streaming, and a message popped up on my phone, but I wasn't able to read it. My IPS server was scheduled to go down between midnight and 12 p.m. That was yesterday for maintenance. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, uh, I had the circle going on. I had Miss T-Bird in her office saying, "What's going on?" Because she was working and she had she had a lot of stuff going on at the same time. And I said, "It's not my fault." Hey, B Taylor, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I just got home from work. Oh, I was listening to Michael and Nancy on the way coming home. Um, I guess I decided to go on for a little while. Hey, G Wally. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Happy Tiger. Woo! Thanks, Happy Tiger. Yeah, I just got in, got settled. I had one slice of my supreme pizza. Silver and cigars. What's going on? Yeah, it's OTG. He's got about what? He's got like 4 or 5 different accounts. OTG. I always recognize you, but cigars. He says. Nice. Yeah, I just sat down. I figured I'd go live for a little while while Mrs. T-Bird's still working. I got pizza in the other room, OTG. Gee whiz. Ugh, I had one slice. You're here for the pizza? Oh boy, that pizza looks really good too. Ah, that'd be awful selfish of me if I brought it in here and showed it to you. Look at that, Happy Tiger. You got twins. Let me zoom it in. Yeah, I think you've seen both of them. Let me zoom in on them. You got fraternal twins over there. Yeah, that's number one. Well, promo were number one, and that's number two. They both came out pretty good. Awesome looking tigers. Why are some pieces red? Well, the reason why some pieces are red, uh, Knuckle Busted Numbskull, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. But to get back to the question on to be Taylor, why some are red, is because of the fact that the when copper is poured, it's like an oxidation thing going on when the molten copper is in liquid form going into a solid state, and it tends to give a red patina a lot of times on the when you got fairly pure, pure copper. A lot of these have the red patina on them. Um, but I had used a wire wheel and I cleaned them. The bottoms I didn't clean. I might have cleaned a little bit. I do have some copper cleaner that I picked up, and I've been using that for quite some time. I've had it for a year and a half, and silver cleaner. And these other red ones that you see, such as these pew pews, these ones have they come out that way. Sometimes, like when I first poured, let me see, try to find number one. Hey, Sean Stafford, what's going on? I'm trying to find number one. This is number one, and that's actually how it came out without any wire brushing or anything. And the red patina just happened to go around the outside edge and on the top of the mold because it was poured this way. And this was the top as it was being poured. So the patina usually forms on the top, usually on the bottom of the graphite. I have had a few that have done that, and this is one of them. Not sure which pour that one is. I think I got it numbered, but I can't see it. And that had the patina on the top and the bottom. But some of the other ones, like I didn't get any patina on the tiger pours. Um, it all depends on the type of copper you're using when you're melting it. And like I said, it depends. There's a lot of variables. But on the ones that are red, I when I got to the point where I started using some of the copper cream, I liked the red. Now there are particular ones that came out, which I'm trying to think who got the other one. I think it was Cartier Silver had got the one, and this was another one that had never. This has never even been cleaned. Sometimes you'll get somewhere they'll actually come out like that right after the quench, and this has like a maroonish reddish color. But there's very few. But I used to clean them with a wire brush, and I stopped doing it. There's some scenarios where I may, like these most recent ones that I had poured. Let me see. This was number 8 and number 9. I didn't really get any patina color on either side of them, so I went ahead and I cleaned those up anyways. But the ones that are the patina, which makes it unique, I left that and cleaned them with a copper cream. If you want to hold on a quick second, I can go get some rock solid passion. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Which one? Well, you never know. You never know. Um, Let me go get some of that copper cream and I can show it to you. Rosbabo, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate everybody stopping. I didn't think I'd get this many subscribers that are subscribed to me come in right off the bat. Hey, Cartier Silver, what's going on, brother? Woo! Yeah, I got that link. I'm gonna repost on my wall, Liberty Bleeds link tomorrow morning. Uh, Saturday showdown. Cartier Silver is gonna be on there with Liberty Bleeds, blue collar stacking, and Vegas Stacker. And I believe I was on there once with him, and I did some pouring while I was on there. I think Cartier is going to be doing some pouring as well. That's going to be awesome to see. I hope I'm up with it to see it. So a lot of times, you know how the bird is. I'm up late at night, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I don't roll out of bed till probably about 11. Give me a moment here. I'm just going to step away just for a second. I'm going to go get some of that copper cream, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, B. Taylor. Yeah, the broke stacker has really caught on to that because he's seen me when I started using it and what it was doing. And of course, I washed originally. I gotten some pores from the broke stacker, and I used a wire brush on them. I don't know why. I just wanted them to be clean and shiny, and I wish I would have thought to had used the copper cream on them because I would have got the patina look on them. Now there are a few of my bars I have not yet even touched or cleaned with the copper cream, and you can clearly see the tiger fell over. Oh no, he's on rocky grounds right here. He stands pretty good though. This is one I cleaned on one of my live streams with the copper creamer. I never. It's right copper cream, and I've got quite a bit of it. Let me look at the chat here. You're never up this late to catch a live. I know. I don't usually get home until about earliest at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and sometimes as late as 12:30. You'll be pouring your large ship round for the WWP live. You're gonna do that tomorrow. I sure hope I'm up to watch that. I do have a paper towel right here. Be Taylor, if you have never seen it, give me a minute. Now it is a bit of a chemical reaction in a way. The warmer it is, the more the quicker it'll work. But let me. I just use my fingers. I'll put a little bit on. I don't know. Let me see. Let me do something that hasn't even been touched. Okay, one of these hearts that I poured. Good night. Good night, Happy Tiger. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Dove Season. How you doing? But I'm going to take a little bit of this copper creamer. And I'm going to put it on there. And like I said, the Broke Stacker had seen me using this, and he got turned on by it, and he really enjoys it, really loves it. The warmer it is, the better it does work. I have experimented with that a little bit. It's not even when it's cool like that. I mean, I've done it out in my garage where it's really cold, but I'll just show you what that does. Like I said, I still got to clean these up. Some of my earlier T-Bird bar pourers, I have used to clean them up with the wire brushes, and then I got to the point where I started using the copper cream on them, and you get some really. I mean, I like to. I don't. It depends on what I'm doing, whether I use a toothbrush on it to get inside the crevices and cracks, but like some of them with the wicked awesome pore lines that it has from the copper cooling and shrinking. I try to keep it off there, so I just go over it with my thumb like that. But let's see here. That should be on there long enough. I have demonstrated this several different times. This one should work. Now, as you'll be able to see the red, and what it's doing is taking out the black graphite powder that's hardened onto the copper. And like I said, I just clean it like that. If it's got some nice pore lines. ODG LBS has been dropping videos every 7 minutes. Yeah, I think he has, but I'm at work. I'm limited to when I can be on my phone. I try to get out to everybody that I can when I'm at work, but in my particular line of job, I can't be on the phone. It's not a good thing. It wouldn't be a good thing. But just to give you a little example, like I've done in my other streams, it takes off the black. It comes off real nice, and it does not really affect the patina on it. And you get some really, really cool looking pieces. Now I do have the silver cream as well. And if you can see that, and there how, like I said, if I use the toothbrush, I would get all of that out of the little cracks and crevices. But I kind of don't want to. I like the way it comes out like that. I may, when I clean this up some more, I may do a little bit more on the edge, and I'll do the back part of it. But you can see that does work rather well. And there's some wicked cool designs on there. That's just an example. Yeah, he did, Cartier. Yeah, he did do a nice promotion for that. I just saw it. It just popped up on my phone just like a minute before I started to go live. Uh, it is, Sean. Thank you so much. It is cool. Like I said, I got a lot of pieces that I had. Now this kiss tongue that I got, that came out almost exactly the way it was. There was a little black in that. That was on one of my lives. I did have there was a little black down along this area and maybe right in there on the side, just a little bit. But that's how that one pretty much came out. If you end up finding, I'm not even sure which live stream that was where I poured it or which video, but it's somewhere in there. Um, but I did clean that up and I took that out, and that's a really cool piece. And that's actually part of the like the ladle that when I'm pouring, it stays up in the crucible that hardens, and it stayed up there, and it came out like that, and it was so cool. I decided to keep it. It's art. It's art. Yeah, Cartier, man, you're gonna have to get some rest. I'm trying to think. What is that? Uh, is it 9 Eastern Standard, 10 Eastern Standard when that goes on tomorrow? Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of, like I said, I've got a lot of other pieces, and I've had very few pieces. Like on my dragons, Most of my dragons, this is the only one that I'd had that had a little bit of patina on it. I used the copper cream on that one. I didn't use the wire brush, but there's very, very little, and it's really light and vague. Of course, on the bronze, the Angry Dragon, 10 Eastern Standard. The bronze it doesn't do the same. Now bronze is comprised of copper, but this particular dragon wasn't purposely poured to be bronze. I knew I had an alloyed copper material, and I wanted to keep it all together. Um, and I knew it wasn't pure copper, but I melted it, and I didn't quite know what the other what else was in there, and it took me a little bit to figure it out. But I figured it out. It's nickel and copper, and it may have a little bit of tin in there, maybe a touch of zinc as well. But you did see some of my vids. Yeah, you got a pro type. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to pour copper, but that was very difficult to pour that one because the consistency of the brass, bronze brass, was much thicker than the copper was, and it barely melted because of that having zinc in there. My crucible is set to the maximum where it can go up to 1200 degrees Celsius. Now, that's not hot enough to melt nic- uh, nickel, but everything, like I was explaining in other live streams, that everything has a back. Uh, how can I explain it? Everything has a backup factor. Like to say, to give you a simple scenario so you can understand, most speed limits are 65 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour on the interstate. Now, if your car, if the speed limit is 75 miles an hour, and that's what you're supposed to do, you're not going to be going 75 miles an hour with it winding right out to the max. And the same thing, which I don't have that written down or I have not seen anywhere, but if that crucible, those two auto crucibles have to go up to at least 1200 degrees Celsius, if you put them at their max, they're going to be hotter than that. It's going to achieve, and it's going to be able to achieve more than 1200 degrees. I believe that I forget what it was. Is it 1400? It's about 1350 Celsius that you have to reach in order to melt nickel. And that's what happened with this. I had it in there, and it took a lot longer for the copper alloy that I had to melt, and it was very thick. And because of the fact that the furnaces have a built-in factor, they've got to be able to reach 1200 degrees and up. But here's another dragon. Anyways, that one had a little patina in it too, and I used the copper cream on that. It's very, very light. But I have yet to get one to come out like the pew pews or the other dragon pores where they come out like that. And some people say they really like that. I mean, it does got some really nice designs, and I'll probably be selling some of these dragon pores on my celebration auction when I do it. Um, the the ones that are like this one, is this number one? Yes, that was number one. That was the very, very first one. I really love the way that came out, the design with the red patina around it like that. Um, I did use the copper cleaner on that only, and then I got several other ones that are the same thing. I think this was number two. No, that says 12. That's number 12. I don't know what number 12 is doing over there. This is number two. Yes, that's number two. Yep. I still got to stamp them yet, but that was the same thing. And then this was number three. I don't see the three, but I know this one's number three, and then so on until we got to the point where a little further down, where some of the patina was a little different. But anyways, Capital Currency, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much. Brass pours like mud. Yes, it does, Cartier. It does. And like I said, it took so much longer because of that brass dragon that I had. And like I said, I knew it wasn't 100% copper, It was different, and I kept all the same type of copper alloy mix that I had. I didn't put anything else different in it. I used all the same material because I wanted to see what the outcome was, and it really, before I melted it, it didn't even look nowhere like that golden color. It actually looked copper, but I knew it wasn't 100% copper. And it took like almost twice as long. I think it took an hour. I think it was an hour and 45 minutes. My crucible at its maximum temperature to melt that before I could even attempt to pour it. Not like the other, pure copper that I use, which usually I can fill that crucible, that 3 kilo crucible, right up, and within 45 minutes, about 45 minutes, it's raring and ready to pour. And usually, on the average of my 3 kilo crucible, I most times I have anywhere from 26 to 30, 32 ounces of copper in there when I go to pour. I got a lot of copper to pour. I got a lot of copper. Um, I did do, I didn't post all my silver pours, but I have done a couple of silver toppers. I think I posted a few of them. I made some toppers for them, for those T-bird hearts. I still got to clean those, the bottom copper pieces up. And I purposely had, oops, sorry, purposely made them where they were a little bit different to where they could interlock together. I'm going to clean that up with a copper cleaner on the bottom, and then I'll probably use the silver copper creamer on the top. But they almost snap together like a jigsaw puzzle. I got that one, and then whoop, Happy Tiger ain't here, is she? Oh my, Tiger fell. Let's see, where is the other one? Yeah, this is another unique one. I was showing a few of my friends at work, and I don't want to tell you what they said they saw, but I thought this was a unique piece. It's another heart that I've still got to clean up. It's got the same little tab there. It's like locks right in there, fits right in like a jigsaw puzzle. But we're all adults here. Big, big ass staple action. But yeah, yeah, I got. Let's see, I got silver shot. I'm gonna get ready to very shortly to start doing some actual silver pours, other than even topper pours. Hey, Sean, yeah, who was it? I was talking earlier about, yeah, those. It's like this one, this particular piece right here. I had actually poured. I started to clean the bottom. I got to clean this up, the bottom part of it, with a copper cleaner. I never cleaned it. I just cleaned the top during the live stream. But this was actually poured when I was a guest on Saturday Showdown when I did my pours. And I use that as an example of just using the copper cream and using my fingers on it without going down into the cracks and the crevices. And then the unanimous vote on Saturday Showdown was to leave this piece the way it was. Because when I poured it, I was pouring, I had the T-Bird bar pour and I had the heart pour, and I poured the both of them simultaneously. And when I went from one to the other, it went over and it connected the two. And the census said to keep them together. So I did. So that is not considered one of my T-Bird bar pours. It's T-Bird pouring his heart out. I think that's what LBS said. It's T-Bird pouring his heart out. Yes, I am. I will be happening an auction. Not this Saturday. This Saturday, I'm definitely. I'll be. I'm doing some pouring. I'll be doing some live pouring this Saturday. Um, it'll be after the Saturday Showdown, but I will be doing some live pouring this Saturday. Next Saturday, it isn't written in stone, but I'm telling everybody and I have my other streams that I do plan on doing my 600 sub celebration. next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And I will be probably starting to promote it. I just got to get everything that I need to get together. Um, there's a lot of things I'm going to be having on there. I don't know if this is it, but we got, oh yeah, this is it. This is some of the stuff that Mrs. T-Bird has generously got for some of the ladies that may be winning the gauze. And I did show this on one of the other streams. I don't know if I can get it in there, but it's a necklace pendant of a T-bird with a gemstone in it. I think you guys can see that real nice. Yeah, I've got a lot of the heart pieces already detailed. I'll show them to you in a few. But there's also these T-bird brooches, different types of brooches. Uh, why am I only seeing the blue here? But for some of my female subscribers, come on, and they'll be able to take their pick. There's another one. There's like 4 different styles. I think there's 4 in each bag. I haven't even opened those up. I've got t-shirts. Uh, I've got. Oh, I can't spoil all of them, but I've got a lot of stuff. My 250 gala celebration. If you want to ever go back, if you haven't seen it, if you were there, you've seen it. Um, but that was a blast. Um, I did a lot there, and so whoever won a ga, I had a lazy Susan, which I'll bring back out here, and I'll have some other pieces set up on the lazy Susan, and I'll have a little arrow pointed to it, or when it spins, hey, Michael Sackett, how you doing? Where it'll spin and it'll land on it, whether it may be a 90% silver dime, 90% silver quarter, or 90% half dollar, or maybe I've got these other pieces that are silver graham pieces. Oh, where are they? Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Oh, they're somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'm looking. I'm looking, but I've showed them. I've showed them before, but I'm gonna. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. So you all got to make sure to stay tuned and pay attention and hit that notification bell on my channel, so you can stay tuned for it. Dennis the Menace, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. And there's Michael. I thought he was gone to bed. Oh man, now I am bringing the pizza in here. Oh man, yeah, I'm bringing the pizza in here. Hold on. Oh, I think it was Happy Tiger. He's already left. Oh man. Oh yeah, Michael. Mrs. T-Bird had 1 slice so far, so I've already had 1, 2, 3. I've had 3. She's had 1. Oh, you can't see that, can you? I love teasing Michael. Look at that. When you coming over? Come on, here it is. If I had a helicopter, I'd fly it over to you. Oh boy. But yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of my celebration. I'm going to consider it my 500-600 celebration. I've got to do it. It's not. It's not this Saturday. Next Saturday. Next Saturday, and I hope I'm all set up for it. It's a lot of work behind it because I want to be able to do this 500-600 celebration. I want to be able to do. I'm going to do it all myself as well. Uh, the only thing I might have is if um, OC Stacker's on, he just maybe going to do a countdown for me. I'm going to have him be. He's going to be a monitor, and he's one of my managing monitors as well as Ellie Ellie. Maybe even if Bellows Forge is out there, maybe he can help as well. So they have my address. I'm trying to figure out. because I do have Zelle. That's the only way I can have anybody send me something is Zelle. I do have PayPal. I do got to. I had to change some things around because I really don't want my last name being put out there. Um, and no, my last name isn't T-Bird, but Bird's the word. Yeah, Michael won. But I do have PayPal, and I've got to find some way how I can find somebody to try to use a name that I have through PayPal to send me something to see if it works through. I may have my son that lives down in Connecticut. What, Michael? What? What? Michael saying what about something? You won the pizza. But yeah, it's going to be next Saturday. I'll start promoting it. Like I said, I'm going to do it very similar to like I did last time. I'm going to probably have a video that I'll drop during the live stream, and you'll to figure out what the hashtag word is. You'll have to figure out what it is. But there's going to be at least 10 plus winners. And each winner is going to have a chance to win a second prize. And if you haven't got any of my swag, whatever swag you haven't got, you will get, whether it be a keychain of your color, a keychain. I've gotten pretty low on these, whether it be a keychain or a T-Bird pin. It's an acrylic T-Bird pin. It's got a piece of protective plastic on it. You can peel that back. I don't know how many people. Usually, when I send these, I try to peel back the corner so they can see that it's Lexan and that it can be peeled back. But that's like a hat or a shirt pin, and all different colors, whether it be purple, pink, blue, red, silver, black, green. I used to have another color, but I'm all out of one particular color. I forget which one it is. Bottle openers, poker chips. Oh yeah, poker chips. You've all seen the T-Bird poker chip. If you haven't received any of that from me, and if anybody that is out there, if you do want to swap swag, poker chips or whatever, on my main channel inside my description, I do have my mailing address. Send me an email. Send me an email that you want to swap swag. Um, I think by now everybody's seen all my swag. I've got some new. Oh, look at that! Here's the broke sticker. That's one of my newer swag stickers. And I got style 1. I got style 2. I got my first glitter sticker. Another sticker that's like that, but it's not glitter. And then I have that one. And then I have another one over there. Oops, and into the bushes. Another one over there. It's a limited edition. I got coasters. I got magnets. There's my new glitter sticker. Yep, that doesn't even do it justice. Hold on. Oh, now it's got the holographic. Yeah, everybody's dubbed me the king of swag. That's what I'm known for, I guess. I've got a lot of these. I've got more of them coming in. I started out with 50. I got 50 more. I got 50 more, and I just ordered another 50 tonight. So I've got a lot of these because I really like those ones. I think those are the best. And I'm getting away from this chat again. Just trying to watch the chat. Yeah, the poker chips are nice. I don't know if B. Taylor has seen my poker chips. No, that's my T-Bird coin. No, that's my T-Bird coin. It looks similar to this, but this is a coin. My poker chip looks just like this, but this is actual a metal coin. One that Mrs. T-Bird had made up for me. Where the heck? I usually got one on my table. But I got these. I ordered. I didn't get these through There's 250 of these. 250 of these. Don't ask me why, but they were rather cheap to get, but they're waterproof and they're for a particular reason. Okay, I can't keep secrets. They're for water bottles. They're for what I got these water bottles that Mrs. T-Bird got. I'm not sure where they are, but they're gonna be put onto the water bottles, and those are gonna be some gifts as well for giveaways. Um, but there's little gram ounces or gram pieces of silver. Oh my god! Uh, there's gonna be some silver. There's gonna be particular T-Bird bars. I'm gonna be doing an auction at the same time. Uh, Thank you so much, Sean. Yeah, I've got a lot of stickers. I forget how many, 10 different stickers and coasters. And I got two different styles of magnets. But everybody that does win in my GA will be getting a swag pack. I can't even remember half the stuff that I got. But we'll see how it goes when my celebration comes up. Like I said, um, I might even auction off maybe a T-Bird copper pour or two. Some of these dragons, probably all of those dragons, and I think B Taylor was talking about hearts. I've got crosses as well that I've made. I actually sent one off to Michael and Nancy Stacking as a gift for their wedding anniversary. I sent them, they have it, and they received it. Get that out of there. But I have multiple hearts retailer. Um, Deneen has a heart. Um, Seven Stacks has a heart. And I have multiple hearts. This is actually number 3 heart pour that has been cleaned with a copper cleaner. Um, I've got other ones that had been cleaned up. This is one that I had cleaned up. Not sure which one that one is. I'm gonna have to research that one. I stamped that one. That was one that was wire brushed. Oh, I got zoomed in. That's why. And then I have other ones that have been cleaned partially. This is number 4, and that's been partially cleaned with the copper green. This one's number 5. I got to finish cleaning it and stamping it. You can see the bird from the Shaman of the Copper Reader. 3D Woodworks dubbed me that. See the phoenix in there, or an eagle. And this one is number 6. Copper heart pour. That needs to be stamped and cleaned on the bottom as well. And the tops have been lightly cleaned with the copper cleaner in almost every one of them. They all got their unique pieces of 8, 9, 10. This is number 13. 7 was gone. 9. I don't know where 10 is. My cat's meowing. He's got his little toy in his mouth. He makes that noise when he does that. But it's like this one is really wicked. It's had some really wicked cool pour lines. That's number 3. Happens to be number 13. This one is number 12. They're all out of sequence. But yeah, like I said, I got plenty of them. And then I have other hearts over here that are ones that I'm going to be making silver toppers for. They're shallower pours. It's like this one right here. I clean that one up. I'll make a silver topper for that one eventually. Those won't go during Saturday's auction when I do that. I got King Tut pours that I made. One of a kind. Good night, Michael. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. That's one of 2 different King Tut pours that I did. I had this one figurine that I did a King Tut pour, the bottom half of him, and then a different pour that I did the top. I put them together in a play stand. I made one unique piece out of it. Jeez, I forgot that. What is her name again? Cartier, help me. I forget. Nefertiti? Nefertiti? Oh, man. I forgot her name. I've only imported one of those. Yeah, Nefertiti. Yes. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Make sure you guys ain't zoomed in. There you go. You're into something with the Egypt pieces. Yeah, I've always loved Egyptian and mythology and space and all that stuff. And I've always liked the pyramids and the tombs, and I've always been fascinated with all that. And I used to watch the Discovery Channel a lot, and watched a lot of that. That's one thing me and Cartier have in common. I got an awesome pour for him. I'm not even sure if I still have it on my table. If I put it away, I think I got it on my table. Yes, I do. I do have it on my table. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I got the skull I got from Cartier. I gotta reach over here. Oh, yes, there it is. The Eye of Horus. Oh, man. Yeah, look at that. Oh, man. I got number 2. He's got the original piece, and he's got the first one that he had poured. The Eye of Horus. I got that from him. Cartier Silver 002. CS Cartier Silver. And during his live stream celebration and his first guy, I think it was on his 250, I think it was. I won that. I won the grand prize. That came along with it, along with some other awesome things that were in that. And thank you once again, Cartier Silver. I appreciate you, brother. There goes the tiger. Yeah, that ain't the ship one. No, it is a ship one. Yeah, I got that from Fishing for Bullion. I think he'd stopped fishing for bullion. He stopped on Michael Stacking's live stream tonight. I've got quite a bit of stuff from Fishing from Bullion, and that's an awesome, cool ship. I wish I could get my 3D printer faster than I wanna. I could make myself a nice little mold for that to do some pouring. That would be wicked. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I got that from Fishing from Bullion. There's a few others in the Aztec coin over there. I got some of these dragon colored copper coins from Fishing from Bullion. These are only one of 10,000. There's only 10,000 of those ones made. There's another type that he's got. There were 2,000 or 2,500, 2,000, 25,000 of those made. And they've got the colorization on the back part of the same thing in the front. Now there's no difference in the two, except there's 10,000 of those made. There's 25,000 of those made. And let's see, here's the card for the other one. The Lunar 2024 Lunar Dragon. That's that one right there. I'm covering up all my silver. Let's see. Yeah, me and Cartier, when we went live together, we were going over all of our stuff that we got, and then we found out we had so much in common. It was so uncanny. Let me throw that back over there. A couple copper bullets. I got to get myself some silver bullets. Got to make myself some silver bullets out of some of the bullets that I got. J Dog, what's going on, brother? You ready to chaperone me again tomorrow? I'm going to be doing some live pouring tomorrow, sometime afternoon. I'm late as always, he says. And my brother J Dog. He keeps me in line. All I do is go over there, look at J Dog, and we're going to do this, aren't we? And I kid you not, I thought I saw you wink at me one time, brother. I'm always talking about J Dog. That little figurine I got out there so reminds you. It fits you perfect, brother. Never gonna get rid of that. I do a pretty good job with you being there chaperoning me. I think I do, anyways. I think everybody else thinks I do as well. I can't wait. I got to get that flask going though. I still haven't. I did a. Where was it? Where is it? I used that. Oh, I can't think of the name of that sand again, but it came in my flask. I used that, and I did one of the king tut pours, and but it didn't all. Some of the sand had fell in, and it looked kind of nice because I didn't pack it. I didn't pack it, but it was just I used it like an open sand cast pour, the sand that I got with my flask, and it kind of fell in, so it didn't disrupt the face. So I kind of packed it off to the side, and I said, "Oh, looks that'll make an interesting pour all by itself," and I did. It's the zombie king tut, the bloody zombie king tut pour, more of a one of a kind. Yeah, Petrobon, the Petrobon. Yeah, I just put it inside one of my little tiny bread pans there, whatever, and I just put some in there and packed it a little bit with my hand, and I just pressed it in there. I didn't really pack it, but I still yet to have to actually use my flask. I'm trying to find something that I want to be able to do that in 3D. Um, I've got a lot of ideas, but some of the things like this dragon, there's certain things that you just can't do. It's too technical. Like say that dragon, there's no way you can replicate that even in the Petrobond inside the flask. There's too much to it. There's just too much to it. Whoops, you can't see that. I think you can see that. I'm gonna block off the background. That would be cool to replicate. There's too much. I've got to find something that I'm going to enjoy pouring, that I want to pour, that I can use in that flask. I've been watching a little bit here, a little there. I watch you, and a few other people that do some pouring. Yeah, you got that 3D printer, J Dog. Yeah, you're gonna love that. I wanted to, and I was talking about it just my live the other night. But I mean, I went a little crazy, a little overboard, and Mrs. T-Bird kind of put the brakes on my 3D printer and my laser printer. I mean, just those two alone was going to be like about 3K, because I wanted to actually design my own graphite molds, and do my own graphites and just buy a block of graphite and do a laser on my own graphite things. But I think with the laser thing, I could even do more than that. Yeah, negative draft. But in time, I'll be getting a 3D printer as well. I was talking about it background, I think, in November of 2024, of getting it. You have an old 3D printer, but needs another computer to convert the files. My phone can't. Yeah, yeah, you almost got to have another computer. The phone won't work with some things. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, I know. I know Cartier. I was watching one of your videos, and that's why you went to Amazon and you got one overnight nighted to you. I was pretty fortunate. I thought you would watch that video when I was talking about it, with April 2nd. That's why I got the new T Auto furnace, where I've got two now. I wanted a backup in case something ever happened to the one that I had. And I was always using the 3 kilo crucibles, and they had a spring sale, like $26, but they're normally like almost 33 a piece on the 3 kilos. So I was going to have one. I got the 1 kilo and a 3 kilo with my new 2 auto furnace, my backup. And so I had a new one, And I ordered 5 at $23. No, sorry, it was 23 or 26. Um, I saved $6. It was like 26. It's $26 a piece for the 3 kilos, and I got 5 of them. I think at that point in time, I think they had like 12 in stock from the place I ordered from. The same place I think you ordered from, and they were out. But yeah, I wasn't going to wait until all that tariff stuff happened. I did it just before the tariffs had happened. Yeah. A decade old. Wow. Yeah, I have a Pentium that's the same thing. Not the laptop I'm using right there, but I've got another one that I use, and that's like 7, 8 years old. And that's what I usually do all my billing and everything, where I pay everything online in one shot and everything. And that thing is so, uh, that's what it's saying to me too. F you every time I turn it on. It takes like about 10 minutes before I can even use it from the time I turn it on, and then everything loads, and it's such a pain. I got to transfer everything over to this laptop over here. This laptop is super fast, but only because it's new. He spent $60 for 2 with overnight. Ooh, yeah. That ain't really a bad price though, because the ones that I were getting were like 32 and some change Cartier. Um, 32 and some change as up when I was buying them, and I was buying sometimes one or two out a piece, but I knew I was going to use them, and they had that spring sale for like 26 something. I wish I should have bought more, but you know, yeah. That's the other reason why I wanted to take advantage of that same exact time when I got the 2 auto and I got the 5 kilos, and we had a bunch of. I found it sounds like I'm selling drugs a kilo. The 3 kilo crucibles. But that's why I wanted to buy 5. I wanted to get. I should have got 10, because that's a really nice price on a 3 kilo crucible. $26. That ain't bad at all. But if for you having them overnighted, that ain't bad either. Considering, yeah, I use crucibles. No, no, I've got about 4 or 5 old crucibles I could probably use again. I haven't thrown them away. There's one I may consider throwing away, but I have 4 or 5 of them that are pretty well worn out. My very first crucible I used, I think, is the one that came with my. No, it's not the first one that came with my first 2 auto furnace. It's one that I got online through Amazon, and I kid you not, I was counting it down every time I was doing a pour of how when I used it, and I most time in its earlier life, I I was at 1150 Celsius, and then I got to the point where I said another 50 degrees Celsius. Nah, it's gonna make things a little warmer, whether it's silver or whether it's copper, and it's gonna be a little hotter, a little more easier to pour. So I've always keep it at 1200, but I've almost every time I'm doing a 2.5 to 3 hour heating on pouring it, and I used it 18 times. 18 times, and they only recommend them. Oh, here they are right there. They only recommend them an hour, 8 1 hour uses. Yeah, here's those water bottles that are going to be gifts as well. I was telling you earlier about with T-Bird water proof label. Those will be going out as gifts as well. Of course, I'll have to take. It looks a little bland though. It doesn't look like my. Let me let me show you the difference. Now, of course, this came from one of these. But the color is just not vibrant. It was from a different company. But I think for like $60, I got 250. But that's gonna go on there. It's sort of just like my T-shirts that I got my Phoenix T-shirts that are gonna be giveaways as well. I've got my own iron-ons, which you if you haven't seen them, Here's one sheet. I've actually given a few away to a few people. I got iron-on transfers. Now, when they made these, I got another whole roll of these. When they had made these, the machine made a little oopsie. So I don't know what I'm ever going to do with those. But there's one spot where it's a T-bird error. I don't know what I'll do with those. I'm going to throw them away, but those are for the Phoenix T-bird, the T-bird Phoenix shirts that I have. That'll be some of the giveaways as well. I just told you I can't keep secrets. Yeah, they are. Thank you, B Taylor. But I've got the water bottles and red cap, blue caps. And I don't know what other. I got a whole. Oh, I can only see the red and the blue right over there. The red and the blue. Yeah. Got a whole box of them, whole mess of them. There's a few other different colors in there. I don't even know. Like I said, I've got a lot to get ready for. Like I said, if you have got other different shirts and you've seen the shirts, I ain't gonna unfold this, but I've got large, extra large, XX large, and on the sleeves I'll be putting the iron-ons. There's been a few subscribers that have already got a shirt. I think Liberty Bleeds has one. My Silver Journey has one. He won that. My Silver Journey won his on my 250 celebration. But also during that when me and Mrs. T-Bird went out for a New York breakfast, I also have some New York maple syrup. Not too far away from where I live, where they make it. They do ship this worldwide. And some coffee packets, a few maple candies. And there's going to be a lot. I mean, I'm not going to say, okay, you want a God and that's what you get and that's all you're going to get. No, that ain't what it's going to do. If you win something, you're going to have multiple gifts. As much as I can probably pack in one of my T-Bird envelopes. Oh, yeah. That box is heavy. But I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 6 of these, 5 or 6. And they're 1.7 ounces. They come in a real nice glass New York maple syrup. They got all sorts of stuff. Like I said, I'm bad for keeping secrets. I can't keep secrets. But that's not even the half of it. It's not even the half of it. And Liberty Bleed stop in? Yeah. LBS, what's going on, brother? He knows he got one of the T-Birds. He got one of the T-Bird shirts. What do you think your T-Bird shirt, LBS? Yeah, your ears were burning. I must have been saying something. I'm glad to see you in here, brother. I was talking with Cartier Silver about the just before I went live, a post came up just as I was going live of Saturday Showdown. I was talking about it, about you, Blue Collar Stacking, Vegas Stacker, and Cartier Silver being a guest on there tomorrow, and that he was probably going to be doing some pours. I said I was going to be putting a post on my wall on it. I'll be doing that right after I get done this live, brother. You wear it all the time. It's an awesome shirt. Yeah. You know, I don't think you had seen this, but I was just showing the decals because when I do my 500-600 celebration, I've got multiple shirts that are going out, but this is one of them. And I've sent out several stickers. These are the iron-on decals. And I know you got error, but your error is because one of the Phoenixes is right side up and the other one is off to the side. But there's a true error right there. When they printed those, I have 2 different rolls of these. On one of the rolls, I found out that they did an error themselves. I don't know. I'm not going to throw them away. Feel like you're a teenager. Did you see my T-Bird rug, LBS? No, you hadn't seen my T-Bird rug. Oh, man. I know a lot of people, Rack has seen it. Rack has seen it. I can't show the whole thing, but I'll just show it to you real quick. I put two of my logos together, and Mrs. T-Bird got me an 8 by 4 foot rug. It's really soft. We had that ordered. I put the two of them. Had the two merged together on a program that I had. Then I took two of my logos. One of the logos that I enhanced, the blue one, Firebird, and the other one, and then I merged them together for the design for the rug. Pretty cool, eh? Let's see here. Yeah, we were talking about you, and everybody was saying, yeah, I think it was Carter was saying, yeah, LBS is pumping out the shorts. I said, yeah, he is. I go, I can't even get to them all because I'm at work a lot of the times when he's pumping them out, and I can't even see him. I think I've watched about 7, 8 of them that I hadn't even commented on because I'm at work. I'm not supposed to be on my phone. I can't be on my phone only during my breaks. And I don't get back to them or comment, but I have been watching them, LBS. Don't you worry. I've hit the like button, but I haven't commented on them. There are certain times where I get to able to, I'm off and about and I'm not doing anything important where I just take a quick look. Oh, look at that. LBS, he posted another short. Look at that. Wow. Woo. Check that out. What's up, 210? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. LBS. Yeah. Yeah, we just going over, just chatting, shooting the breeze, and then got into talking about my 500, 600 celebration. And I think last night I went live, my IPS had crashed because they had a maintenance thing going on. I got the notice while I was doing my live stream, and I couldn't get back on to the next day. But what else was I gonna say here? I'm gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was now. Yeah, yeah. I was talking about you the whole time you weren't here. About even during when I was on Saturday Showdown, where I poured that one, and the census in the chat said to keep it the way it is, not to break it apart. When I did the two pours together simultaneously, T-Bird bar and the heart pour. Where I went from one to the other, and it made a connection. And the census said to keep them the way they were. You remember that, LBS? No, but you'd probably think we are retailer. I don't know. It's possible. We're all related in some way or another, brother. Yeah, me and LBS, we've got a lot in common, maybe more than what he even realizes. But yeah, uh, he gets pretty excited a lot of times when he's doing his videos and his streams, and I do the same thing. Tonight's one of those nights where I just kind of wanted to kick back and just sit here and chat. But every time I get on, I go from one thing to another to the next. And yes, yes, help yes. He was hatched. Cartier was hatched. Come on, Cartier. I don't think they did that back that long ago. Cousins. We're a brother from another mother, mother's 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 mother. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Like I said, I got sidetracked. I really, really did. I really got sidetracked. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. This one, like I said, the celebration will be next week, next Saturday. It's 600 celebration. That one could have went up for auction, but it's not because I plan on sending that to LBS because he loved it so much. He loved it so much. I haven't used. I've been waiting for him to come on. I know he's had a liking for that. It does got a little bit of black there. Would you like? Of course, this is pretty much the way it came out. I think no, that had never been cleaned like that, but I've showed that to you before. You've seen it. Would you like me to use a little bit of the copper creamer to try to get the red like that, or leave it the way it is? Groat, yes. Would you like me to leave it this the way it is, or use a little copper creamer on it to get the red patina? Because underneath that black, there's a little red patina. What do you think? It does look like grout. Yeah, it's not Carter. The first one that said that. I've had a lot of people tell me that in the past. But yeah, I haven't got around to it yet, brother. Uh, for the last past month and a half, it's just like Stackerman's rabbit hole. SMC. I think he's still out here. I hope he is. OMG. Uh, me and him did a we did a pour trade, and that's what he said to me. Think about it, but maybe I could use the copper creamer on that too. I think I won't because I think it looks all right. I like the way that came out around the cross. Yeah, I sent him a T-Bird bar port. He sent me that. Um, but he did my mail call about a month ago, and I just stumbled across it just the other day, and I couldn't believe it. But for the whole month of March, I was nonstop. And of course, I was still doing my normal thing, doing my lives, doing my pouring, doing my post. There's been a few days in this last past week where I slowed up, but I was just so super busy with work and everything else. I think there was a month and a half that it's like I didn't have enough. I didn't even have time for myself, but I tried to make time. I did everything I could to make time to do everything that I could do, and I just can't. I was being pulled in too many places and too many directions. That's why I never got around to doing the 500 celebration. Probably like a month ago, like I should have, but I want to try to stick to my guns for next Saturday. Things have been slowing up, but I'm still really busy. I do want to do that celebration next Saturday, and next Saturday I'll be doing a celebration with a little auction on some of the big dragon heads, pourers, even that angry brass dragon can probably go too, and a few of the other dragon pourers and T-beard pourers, and maybe a few of the other pieces, a couple crosses maybe. I got one particular cross that I think I know someone in the community that may really love that one. I'm not going to say any names, but I'm thinking she may really want that one. If it's a hint, hint. But tomorrow, after, like I said to Cartier earlier, LBS, I don't notoriously go to bed till like 4:30 in the morning. uh, I'm going to try to go to bed early. I'm going to try to get up. I'm going to have the alarm set. I know there was one of them I missed because the alarm was set and it was going off and I never heard it. Yeah, I hope so. I try to crush it. I try to do the best I can. I can do better though, and I will do better as time progresses. It will. You missed the one where I did this. I made this rose heart out of an anniversary gift, a glass anniversary glass rose that I'd bought from Mrs. T-Bird back about 30 years ago. I broke it. I broke the leaf off the glass one, but I made a heart pour or a rose pour out of it. But I broke one of the leaves off my heart, and she caught me red-handed while I was doing a live stream talking about it. She busted me. Yeah, yeah, she did. But anyways, guys, I don't even know how long I've been on here. Time just flies when you're on here. But tomorrow after Saturday showdown with LBS, Vegas Stacker, Blue Collar Stacker, and Cartier Silver. Sometime probably. I'm not. I don't think that'll go too much more past 12. But I do know sometime in the early afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, by next Valentine's Day, I'll be doing something more than I want to do. The original heart that I had ordered exploded on me the very first time because that's not how, what I wanted to do. But I've got all these other pieces, like I said, for to doing the silver toppers, which I've done a few of the silver toppers, and I got particular pieces that I poured that were shallow ones, and I made little edges on them to where they would uh, come together like this one, like this. That's what I can call this. My Marilyn Monroe heart. Yeah, my Marilyn Monroe heart. T-Bird copper cookie topper. I got to clean that up with a copper cleaner first. I don't know if you can see, it's got some cool designs in there. You see that little bit right there? Fits right in. I've talked about that before I even did it. Yeah. Have a good night, Dennis. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Um, I hope you don't miss out, my guy. If there's something I can do, I'm trying to figure out for those that live outside the continental United States. I do kind of have it secluded to people above 18. They have to be 18 or older, and they do have to be in the United States. But if somebody like yourselves, Dennis the Menace, if there's something you do, if you win, I do want to send it. I do want to send it. I think I can, but I don't want somebody to like customs to seize it. What can I say louder? Thanks for the plug, T-Bird. Excellent. Yeah, but I know you LBS. I think you sent it overseas before, right? To other subscribers. Powder. Look, make sure I didn't. No. Yeah, you guys can all hear me. I'm not talking too loud, am I? Oh man. Sounds like Mrs. T-Bird just got done work. Yes, she did. I can hear her out in the kitchen.
Ooh, you got what? An extra large pizza?
It's not an extra
That's
large.
a big pizza.
It is a big pizza. Did you come in for another slice?
No,
No. Where is it?
it's on the table.
Oh. Well, go give me a plate and put a slice on there for me, please. Please and thank you. Ah, Steve's frozen. Yeah, why is it your phone is always heating up? You need to get a new phone, LBS. I don't have that problem with my phone. The only problem I've ever had is one time not paying attention to how full the battery was, and I got down to 0% battery, and my stream ended because I didn't have my phone charged. And then, of course, last night my IPS
There you go.
went down for
Jack's
maintenance.
eyeballing that
Oh.
pizza.
Yeah, LBS. That'll sometime soon. I'll be getting that out to you. And like I said, I didn't quite see. I might have missed it in the chat, but I'd asked you if you wanted to leave the black there on your grout, however you pronounce it, or did you want to use a little copper cleaner and get the black out of there, and so it'll have the red patina. What do you want? I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait for it because I know LBS has been eyeballing that for a long time. He's commented on it. I'm gonna send that to him. He's already won, and I haven't even did my celebration yet. Oh, let's see. I don't know where my poker chips are. I got a whole box of them. I have 200. 200. Where are they? My poker chips. Yeah, I think I ordered like 200 poker chips. So I got a lot of poker chips. I don't know if B Taylor had seen them, and I was talking earlier, and I kind of lost track of it. Oh, they're right here, right in front of me. I got so much merchandise and so much stuff on the desk, and so much copper and silver. Now you must have seen my poker chip. You've had to have seen it. If you haven't, B Taylor, there it is. Whoever wins on my celebration will be getting one of those. Anybody that wins anything, anybody that purchases any of my auction sales will be getting swag and poker chips, tins and bottle cap openers, and water bottles with T-Bird logo on it. And the ladies will get either their choice of a brooch or a pendant or a T-Bird. Like I said, there's the brooches. I got different colored brooches. Actually, there's two T-Bird brooches. There's an orange one. Where pendants go, I got like 2 or 3 different pendants. The gemstones in them. I'll show those one more time. I don't know if you can see the gemstone in the back of it for the ladies. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. There's the other one. Gotta put that back in there. I gotta get all that stuff together. Oh, let's see if I'm missing anything. See, even 10 hours. 10 hours from now. What time is it? 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 10. It's not at 11. Is it at 11 Eastern Standard Time? What time is it LBS that it starts? Pacific time. Good night, LBS. I know you didn't answer me. You're going to have to send me a text. Tell me about what you want. If you want that piece to be cleaned or not to be cleaned. 12 o'clock in Iowa. It's at 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock a.m. I'm going to set my alarm for 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope I hear it. I hope I'm awake. How many likes we got out here? Oh, snap. 28 likes. Awesome. That's nice. Still 7 people in here. Yeah, at any given time, like I said before in the past, for everybody that's in here, I always keep track of my likes. If we ever hit 50 likes during any one of my live streams, at any live stream, there'll be a giveaway. I think I've mentioned this. Piers Metals, how you doing? Awesome. I won't be on too much longer, so I don't think we're going to hit the 50 likes tonight. I have mentioned it like maybe 2 or 3 other times before in the past. At any given point in time during any one of my live streams, if we ever hit 50 likes, there will be a giveaway. Stay tuned throughout this week. I'll be putting some content out there. After Saturday Showdown tomorrow, I will be doing a live pour. I'm not sure if I'm going to be pouring any silver or not. If I get both furnaces going simultaneously, maybe I'll have copper. I'll put about 25 to 30 ounces of copper in one T-Auto furnace, and on the other one, I'll probably put maybe 10 ounces of silver, and maybe we'll do some silver pours as well. If I can get both of them going on different circuits, so I don't blow the breaker again. And we'll do some pouring tomorrow after the showdown, probably, and maybe an hour or 2 after, maybe sometime in the early afternoon. 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned for that. But I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Thank you very much, B. Taylor. Thank you, LBS, for stopping by. I think you might have already headed out. Thank you, Carter Silver. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate each and every one of you. Piers Metals, B. Taylor, Sean Stafford. Awesome, brother. Raka. Yeah, peace out, Raka. I know you're going to be there. Never know if your name's picked. I'll give you a choice if you win in the celebration. God, this Saturday, next Saturday. Bird's the word. You got it. Awesome. Raka knows. Uh, we did have OTG in there earlier. I didn't see OC Stacker unless he's lurking. OC lurker, stalker, T-bird stalker. I love that car. I think I'm gonna break that out, Sean. I can't keep that in there. I think I'm gonna break that out. I'm gonna break out the T-bird stalker. Yeah, I'm gonna break it out. I'll wait and I'll do it live when I do it. All right. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I know we had a lot of people out here, a lot of subscribers. Uh, keep the card. So if I do break it out, keep the card. If I do break it out, Sean, I'm gonna do it live. I kind of don't want to, but I really want to quench that in some cold water. I know earlier we had Stackerman Rabbit Hole in here, and we had Dennis the Menace was in here. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. We had J Dog, my buddy J Dog, mentally corrupted. Already 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Take care, everyone. Have a good night and a good weekend. And we'll catch you out there tomorrow. Alrighty. Bird's the word. T-Bird out. I don't want to go. I know I'm going. Goodbye. Have a good night. Keep on keeping on, Cartier says. Yes, sir. Later, brother. See you tomorrow.